Hello there, this is Cindy from the New Moon Tarot, and today we're talking about the Five of Cups. So I have four different depictions of the card from the Light Seers Tarot, the Prisma Tarot, the Tarot of Mystical Moments, and the Modern Witch Tarot on the very end. I will leave links to all of those in case you want to check them out. Five of Cups it's a melancholy card. It's about loss, it's about grief, disappointment, sadness. Along with the Six of Cups, it's a card that's focused on the past. It's thinking about what might have been, or what could have been, or what should have been, or what I should have said, or what I should have done. I love the depiction in the Light Seers Tarot on the very left, where she's basically pouring this water down a hole, like a black hole, or I guess you call that like a whirlpool showing up in the ocean. Cups are about emotions, they're about our feelings, they're about relationships. So this is a very emotionally charged kind of a card. It's really like you're disappointed, you don't like the way that things went, you're full of regret. However, what's done is done, what's said is said. In the upright position, this is a card of, well, you got to deal with the loss. It's not like you can go back in time and fix it. If this card appears in the reverse, that's a much better situation. Five of Cups reversed is letting go of a loss. I've dealt with my emotions, my grief, my sadness, my disappointment, and I've let it go. I'm moving forward. I'm choosing to move on from this. Maybe you learned a lesson here and you won't repeat this behavior in the future, or you've come to terms with it. You've like pulled some sort of lesson out of it so that you can let it go. Ideally, you want to see this card show up in the reverse. So let's talk about Five of Cups as yes or no, or Five of Cups reversed as yes or no. Either one of those is going to be a no here. The Five of Cups is being disappointed. It didn't work out the way that you wanted it to, or it won't work out for you if this happens to be like a predictive reading that you're trying to do. Five of Cups in reverse, it's slightly less disappointing, but it's still disappointing. So you'll be able to let it go, or you'll be able to move on from it, or maybe some of it was okay, but your other situation didn't turn out the way you wanted it to. The Five of Cups in reverse is kind of like, well, it didn't turn out the way that I hoped, but I'm going to move on. I'm going to move forward from it. So either way, it would be a no if this shows up. Now, what if this shows up in love? Well, let's extrapolate the meaning from the Five of Cups. This means like you regret something in the relationship. Maybe you regret the relationship itself, or it was some kind of behavior that you did or the person did. It's thinking back and thinking, well, maybe I could have done this better, or I could have done that better. Or, oh, if only I'd said this one thing, or only if I hadn't done this. So it is regret. It is thinking about what happened. So it's not a great sign if it shows up in a love reading, unless like you're talking about like apologizing and moving forward. Five of Cups reversed is letting go of the past, is letting go of those mistakes when it comes to love. It may be ending a relationship. It can also mean like something of a reconciliation card. If the two of you are talking and you know what, we're going to let the past be the past. We're going to move forward from here. So yeah, it's really not that great of a card showing up in a reading, but it is about emotions, and it is someone who has emotion for you. It may not be the best emotion, but there's something here. They're not immune to you. I would say that the opposite of love is indifference. It isn't hate, or it isn't sadness or anger. There's still emotion there. So that is somewhat of a silver lining. Five of Cups is feelings. Again, there's regret here. It's thinking that I wish something had gone differently. It can also mean like you're nostalgic for the past. You're thinking about the way things used to be. One feature of the Five of Cups, you can see, particularly the card on the right, she's looking at these spilled cups on the ground, but there are two that are full behind her. So it's like you're focusing on your loss and not on what you still have. You're not grateful for what you still have. So even if things didn't work out the way that you wanted them to, there's still something to be like happy about or something to focus on other than that. It comes to feelings. If you're trying to find out how someone feels about you, they may be kind of hung up on a past partner, or they may kind of be hung up on something that they said or did in the past. It's past focused energy. So again, not a great sign. This isn't one of the kind of cards that you want to see in a reading. What about advice for the Five of Cups? It's to let go, to be grateful for what you still have, to let go of the past, and to move forward. You have to move on. Like the Five of Cups, it can be, I have this mentality of loss and lack. I'm thinking about what I don't have anymore, or what I lost, or what I didn't go after. Sometimes it's inaction with the Five of Cups. And pretty much something that I always tell myself, you cannot go back to the past and change what it was. It happened, you have to deal with it, you have to accept it, and then be able to move forward here. And that's kind of the best advice with this card. All right, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and blessed be.